Today's top tip is about podcasting. There's a little secret about recording your podcast, which means your podcast will finish strong, full of energy, and it won't be a boring conversation that tapers off to nothing. It rained last night. Yeah. Now it's time for soda water. DIY SodaStream. When you record a podcast, it is incredibly tempting to record it in the order that you're going to edit it into. Now, this is the proper way to record a podcast. There are two really important parts to a podcast, the beginning and the end. They have to be full of energy. They have to be not something that tapers off or low energy. Those are the two bits that are going to make people want to come back and listen to your podcast. A normal conversation kind of tapers off because you literally run out of things to talk about. Especially if you're doing a topic on the podcast or something like that, it can be really challenging to keep the energy up all the way through. So at Peapod, Publish Perishable Podcast, this is what we do. We've got 3 sections. I record the first and last section, one after the other. So that means when someone listens to our podcast, the energy starts high. Which way are you? This way. The energy starts high, it drops a little bit for the conversation when it's a little bit serious, and because it's the second thing we recorded placed at the end, the energy level comes up. And it means you leave people with a good, high energy ending to your podcast, which means they'll want to come back for more later because the last thing they remember is that you were having fun. So there's my podcasting tip for today. I hope it's useful. Let me know in the comments if you've got any other podcasting tips around recording and structure potentially. All right, let's go do some work. That's all the preparation for Peapod, for the podcast that we're recording tonight with Cameron. Chris is ill. Chris has got the flu, so he won't be there. Cameron, are you ready to podcast?
I'm ready to podcast.
Gibbo's ill, so it's just a 2-person podcast tonight. That's all right, isn't it? First time we've ever done it, though.
So many people do 2-people podcasts. 2-people podcasts is the norm. We should better do this.
High five.
Check 1, 2. You're not even looking at the levels.
No.
Easily.